Hello there. It seems your travels have brought you to me, a wayfarer of the void. I'm gonna cut right to the chase. Tell me if this sounds like you. There's so much you want to do, hobbies you want to try, side hustles you want to pick up, but you have so little time during the day, you can't make progress in anything, and you can't stay disciplined enough to really start anything. If this is you, fret not. I have the solution. You probably want what people call a habit. It's a pretty good tactic and something people talk about a lot, but how do you build them? What's the real knowledge you can take and start using right now? Let me break it down for you. A lot of this is going to be from Atomic Habits by James Clear. Super good book, by the way. I recommend you check it out. But some of this isn't, so just keep that in mind. Let's say you want to exercise more as your new habit. Well, here's your first step. Do one push-up. That's it. Just do a push-up. By doing a push-up, you've done more exercise than you usually do for the day. So you've made progress. By that point, you can then say, okay, I'm done for the day. That's it. Want to do more? Great. Go ahead. But you don't need to. You've done your habit for the day, and you have all the right in the world to just stop if you want to. In my experience, from what I've seen, people really like to just dive right into whatever they start doing, but then they get disappointed when they can't go from 0 to 100 the first time they do something. You can get around this by setting your expectations like this. 1. You don't expect anything. I mean, keep your expectations rock bottom. That way, everything you do is a small victory to you, and when those small victories keep adding up, they'll motivate you more and more to keep doing the habit. 2. You focus entirely on making progress. Results, achievements, your own perfectionism, throw all that out the window. If you're better, even if only 1% better than the last time you did a habit, that's a win. That's all you can really ask of yourself.
You do this by starting with one push-up. Step 2, let's say you want to exercise 4 times a week. So then you do that one push-up 4 times a week. I know, it sounds ridiculous to do 4 push-ups in a week and say that's building a habit, but it's the truth. Building a habit is exactly what you're doing. Now, you can make progress as fast as you want on a habit. I won't stop you, and ultimately, you should be doing what's best for you. But if you want to guarantee that you build a habit that sticks, this is how you do it. You go slow, you focus on fulfilling your habit for the day, each and every day, and you focus on making progress.
Now let's say you're at the point where you're doing one push-up 4 times a week, very consistently. Now we can move on to step 3, which is ramping up the habit. This may look like, say, 5 push-ups a day instead of just 1. Don't feel like you have to ramp up from 1 to 20 either. You should ramp it up to what's reasonable for you, and that might take some experimentation to find out what that is. Step 4, do this ramped up habit consistently. Get to the point where you're doing 5 push-ups a day, 4 days a week. You can probably see where this is going. It acts kind of like a cycle. Get consistent at the volume you're doing, then you increase it, you get consistent at that volume, you increase it again, and you repeat until you're satisfied. So, no matter what you want to do, no matter how much time you have, these are the 4 steps that guarantee 100% that you build a successful habit. If you want to write more, this might look like writing only a paragraph a day, maybe even only a sentence a day. If you want to practice an instrument, maybe this is looking like 20 minutes a day, even just 10 minutes a day. You have to break the habit down into steps that are so unbelievably simple and easy that even on the days you don't want to do them, you can still get them done. Then, as you ramp up the habit in steps 3 and 4, your brain naturally gets used to doing the habit and your tolerance for the habit increases. Eventually, if you stay consistent and if you just focus on making progress, then eventually you can do that complete habit at full force no matter how bad your day might be. It can happen, and it is possible for you too.
A guaranteed way of getting whatever you want to done. Outstanding. That's not bad, right? But I can make this even better for you. The rest of this video is some tips in applying your habit that just makes everything easier.
The first is choosing your environment. Make sure you're doing your habit in one and only one place, the same place, every time you do the habit. That way, your brain associates being in the place itself with doing the habit, and that way it can be easy to get started and then keep going with the habit. This can even apply to basic stuff you do every single day. If you're only in your bedroom when you're sleeping, then just being in your bedroom will make you more sleepy. The second is what James Clear calls habit stacking. The idea is that you can guarantee you do a habit if you put it right after something you already do every day. Maybe that's taking a shower. I hope that one is every day. Maybe that's coming home from work. Maybe that's eating a meal. That way, the act of finishing that thing tricks your brain into just jumping right into the habit. Want to go even further? You can put a habit right after a habit you already do, and it'll work the exact same way. You could even chain multiple habits together this way and make it easier to do all of them. Hence the term habit stacking.
Want to go even further? You can even break down the habit itself into a stack of smaller actions. Want to go to the gym more? First, make putting on your gym clothes a habit, like just putting on your gym clothes. Don't even worry about going to the gym right now, just putting on your clothes to start. Next, you can stack that with putting on your gym shoes. Again, you don't even need to go to the gym yet. Just make sure that you have this habit stacked on the habit of just putting on your clothes. Then you can stack those habits with actually driving to the gym. And after that, you can stack all of that with actually working out at the gym itself. Starting with all of these steps as individual habits and then progressively stacking them completely assures that you actually end up going to the gym. It may sound stupid to just do all of these steps in the middle, like putting on your clothes and then not going to the gym, or putting on your clothes and your shoes and then not going to the gym. As a part of the bigger picture of trying to build a habit, this is just how your brain likes to do it.
I'm gonna drop a little bit of science on you to wrap this all up. There are 4 parts of building habits that your brain follows: cue, craving, response, and reward. Your cue is gonna be something simple that tells your brain, hey, it's time to do this habit you've always wanted to do. This can be moving to your habit environment, putting on those gym clothes, or even the previous habit ending inside a habit stack you've made for yourself. The craving is the motivation that actually makes you want to do the habit. This can look like a reward that you give yourself after you complete the habit, or even some internal reason that you have for doing the habit itself. If you follow these steps correctly, along with a good dose of internal motivation, should come pretty easily for you. The response is you actually doing that habit, doing that one push-up, writing that one paragraph. You get the idea. Finally, the reward is the satisfaction you get that makes you want to do the habit again. This could be something external you set for yourself. Maybe it's something sweet. Maybe it's rotting in bedtime on your phone. But it could also just be the joy of doing something you like, or perhaps even the energy boost you get from doing something healthy. Doing one push-up doesn't sound like a lot on its own, but if you keep doing one push-up, your muscles are going to grow pretty big, and you're going to feel a lot better eventually. Let's recap. First, you do a little bit of habit, then you do a little bit of habit consistently. After that, you ramp up how much habit you do, and after that, you do that ramped up habit consistently, rinse, repeat. You want to keep your expectations rock bottom and make sure the goal is always to make progress. Now, with all the other tips in this video, go and do all that stuff that you've always wanted to do. There's other stuff I didn't mention about habits, like keystone habits and some of the more in-depth psychology of it all, but information about all of that is out there, and I recommend you go check it out if this is something you're serious about improving on. My video should be only one of many sources that you will learn from as you try to get better and build the life that you've always wanted to build. I thank you for spending time in the dark with me so that you may emerge from it a stronger being. I hope to see that light of yours shine a little brighter the next time we meet. Until then.